It's your boy Superman 2000 back in the fight chair. Now, Bellator last night, Mitrione was going to fight Fedor Emelianenko. Okay. Now here it is that the fight was canceled. Fight was canceled down to the wire, and it was due to a kidney stone that Matt Mitrione had that he hadn't passed. He was in pain. Now, here it is again. Here it is again. I keep saying this: that fighters need to fight in the weight class, because if you're on a high protein diet because you work out a lot, your muscles got to rebuild, and then you decide you're gonna cut weight so you could make the weight, and you're dehydrating yourself to cut the weight, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get kidney stones. No, that happened. I got kidney stones in, when was that? 2000 and what's that? 2006. I got kidney stones. It was like 7 of them, 7 small kidney stones I passed. And man, that thing was painful. That is painful. You don't want that. You don't want, and the same thing happened. I was working out, high protein diet, cutting weight, getting ready for a tournament, and you know what happened? Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Pain was too intense. So this is what happened when fighters cut weight. Hendricks, same thing happened to him one time. He had to pull out of a UFC event because of the same thing, kidney stones. These fighters, they've got to be realistic about their weight management and fighting in the right weight class. That's all it comes down to. That of 5,000 almost died because of the same thing. Right now we have Chris Cyborg. She's down and out because her kidneys was almost damaged because of the high potassium levels. Fortunately, our physician was smart enough to prescribe her a tablet that would lower her potassium levels, and that's why the USDA have a complaint, because when she peed, it came up hot because of that. But she's getting the medical waiver, so she'll be back. So, according to Scott Croker, Emelianenko Fedor, whichever one, I butchered his names, I know. He will be back in a couple of months. Now, the main event was moved to, what's that? Pitbull, and I think it was Josh Johnson, or Pitbull and Johnson. And I saw the fight. Pitbull did spectacular. It was amazing. It was a really good fight. Patricky Pitbull held it down. I really like that. That was a good event. I really think, according to the Nevada, according to the Athletic Commission, I keep saying Nevada, but according to the State Athletic Commission, the fighters were entitled, the customers who bought the tickets were entitled to a refund up until the start of the event, once the main event got changed to Patricky Pitbull and Johnson. So, I mean, I really believe that people didn't even bother went for the refund, because it was like, okay, it was well worth the money. I believe the fight was good. But in the meantime, I'm still going to keep saying this about fighters. They need to manage the weight that they walk around at. Now, we got Rampage Jackson coming up versus King Mo. And I want to see how Rampage Jackson is going to manage this weight cut. Now, Rampage Jackson, if you remember some time ago, he fought John Jones and he got his knee kicked out. And ever since he got his knee kicked out and had surgery to recover the knee, he's been having problems jogging and training and cutting weight. So when he fought in Japan after that, he was overweight. So now I'm just kind of concerned to see how Rampage Jackson is going to cut the weight to get down to the right weight to fight King Mo. But overall and all, I'm going to say the event was great. Loved it. Just sorry that Matt Mitrione got injured. And I was going to do a video on it, but I was waiting until he released his statement. He released his statement, so here's my video. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents from the fight chair. Peace out.